Bracing for impact, industries preparing for the effects of the trade war between the U.S. and China. One organization is calling on the White House to get China back to the negotiating table before things escalate further. Jay Timmons is the president and CEO of the National Association of Manufacturers, and he joins us now. Jay, how do you know China's left the table?
Well, from the reports we've been seeing and various news outlets, China is simply not at the table right now. Secretary Mnuchin, Treasury Secretary Mnuchin, Commerce Secretary Ross went to China a few weeks back, and it looked pretty promising that there would be some discussions, and we are very hopeful that there will be further discussions to end, and I will call this a trade war, because I'm very concerned about how this is going to escalate, and China needs to, frankly, come to the table and deal with a lot of issues that have been problematic.
The president says that things are going much better than we think behind the scenes, that they're already coming back and want a deal. You don't think that's true?
Oh, well, I don't know. Obviously, I'm not privy to those conversations. I am hopeful that that is the case. What I do know, and what I think the American people know, is that we have imposed tariffs on Chinese imports, and China has imposed retaliatory tariffs on American goods. That does not help manufacturers. That does not help consumers. And we are hopeful that this is a way to negotiate a better path forward for trade relations between the two countries.
If you end up with lower tariffs in the end, will it have been worth it?
Well, first of all, we want to see no tariffs.
Of course, everyone does. I mean,
yeah,
we're all the same.
Sense.
We all understand that a tariff is tax and it's bad for everybody. So we can start with that point of agreement.
Yes, but however, we also have to have fair and balanced trade. So we need to see an end to intellectual property theft. We need to see an end to counterfeiting. We need to see an end to state-owned enterprises. We need to see an end to subsidization and dumping. So it's not just tariffs. It's obviously market entry. China can bring just about anything they want here. We can't do the same there. And we also need to make sure that all of these rules-based trade objectives are part of a negotiation or a part of an agreement going forward.
So, Jay, I mean, that's fantastic because we're all on the same page in terms of where we want to go. I mean, I think
then
everybody...
let's you and I just negotiate this thing and be done with it, right?
Well, but I think everybody that understands business and understands the economy at all knows that the goals that you're after are the things that are right for all of the players, in fact. It's just a question of how do we get there, and we've been in this position where we seemingly have given away our leverage for so long. I understand you're nervous about the way the president is negotiating it, but the position that we started in is pretty bad, too.
Actually, I would not say that I was nervous. I am curious to know if this is the tactic that is going to actually lead to a good, solid, rules-based agreement. But I completely agree with you. For the last 20 years, we've had presidents of both parties attempting to force China to play by a logical set of rules. They have not done so. So now we're seeing a different negotiating tactic, and it's one that we hope will result in a positive agreement moving forward. And quite frankly, we hope that that happens sooner rather than later. And I don't think that that's a bad objective to have.
No, it makes a ton of sense. And does it make you feel, I don't know, any more reassured to see they're in a lot of pain right now? I mean, if you look at the stock market, I guess they don't have elections coming, so maybe they can endure more pain, but they're certainly feeling the effects of this already.
Right.
I don't know.
I don't know that I would call their elections as we would know them.
No, they don't. I was being sarcastic. I don't really think they have any.
And obviously they can endure a lot of pain over there. So, but look, I think this is obviously a worldwide issue. We have a global economy. I think it's perfectly fair to ask our allies to put pressure on China as well, but I don't want us to be coming after our allies without having that as our common goal, to going after China, because all roads to subsidized products and bad trade practices seem to lead to China right now. And that really needs to be our focus.
It definitely, but the president offered the G7 zero tariff, said, why don't we all drop it? And they all, looked at him like, you got to be kidding me. So,
I'd like to see that happen worldwide. That would work out pretty well, as long as, again, we're all playing by the same set of rules.
Jay Timmons, you are infinitely reasonable. I hope you'll come back.
Well, I will tell you this, as a parting shot, 95% of manufacturers today have an optimistic outlook about their business, and 87% are investing and 77% are hiring. So good day for manufacturing. We want to keep that trend going.
Thank you, sir. Please come back soon. Good stuff.